Hello YouTube. Wanted to take just a minute to thank you for watching my videos. You know, cemeteries weren't built for the dead. Cemeteries were built for the living, to explore, to enjoy wildlife, to reflect, to remember. So here I am on Christmas Eve at Woodlawn Cemetery in Detroit, and I have a story for you. Well, here I am again, Woodlawn Cemetery in Detroit, Michigan. This is Willow Lake. I wanted to talk today a little bit about Diana Ross's tomb. I've seen a lot of YouTubers film her tomb, but I guess they ignore the story that goes along with who's in the tomb. So in the tomb is Diana's grandmother, her mother, her father, and her little brother, Arthur. In 1996, Arthur and his wife Patricia were brutally murdered. They were bound, gagged, beaten, plastic bags placed over top their heads, and they were left in a abandoned house in Oak Park, Michigan, where they were partially consumed by 3 pit bulls. Now, that was a calling card of a drug ring in Detroit, a gang. They like to feed their victims to emaciated pit bulls. I don't think that was readily published back in '96 when they found Arthur. So he was beaten, gagged, plastic bag placed over his head, and fed to pit bulls. It took about a week to find Arthur. When they did, obviously they couldn't identify the body of him or his wife. And this is where he was laid to rest. Now, Diana and Arthur had a falling out. Arthur grew up very jealous of Diana. He was a composer, songwriter, performer in his own right. Diana hooked him up with Motown, but that didn't work out either. So Diana and Arthur were estranged for some period. They didn't talk. Arthur was mad. Diana took Motown Records' side in the argument between Leon Ware and Arthur. But when he died, Diana had him placed here in her mausoleum, along with his mom, his dad, and his grandma. Sad story for Diana, for sure. This is where Arthur is. Arthur Ross, 1949 to 1996. Rested in peace in his sister's mausoleum. So Diana didn't attend the service here when Arthur was buried. She sent her daughter According to her daughter, she didn't want to turn Arthur's funeral into some kind of circus, which is very well what would have happened. Well, I'm glad you spent a few minutes. Glad you got to hear the story about Arthur. They say that Diana, when she passes, she's going to be buried here. But I don't know. Diana had a not so great relationship with her father. I'm sure the loss of her brother was very traumatic. Told she felt guilty. Well, leave down in the comments whether you think she's going to be buried here. She doesn't own any property here in Michigan, but I'm sure Detroit will always really be home. Alright, well, thanks again. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, share my video. I'd really like to build my channel up a little bit. Alright, Merry Christmas.